just the best part of my day.
Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma, I'm gonna set your flag on fire. Talking about hey now,
Hey now,
hey now,
hey now.
I go one day.
Oh,
Jacamapina day, Jacamapina day.
Location name ready and just pulled one out from behind the old DM screen.
And they're like, why isn't it a hole in the ground?
Yeah.
It's just one of those obvious.
You know, because all those English pubs are called, like, the Fox and the Bear.
Yeah, the Screw and Whistle.
Ooh, yeah. The Thinker's Tinker.
Yeah. The Bishop's Cauldron.
Ooh, yes. The Nasty Wife.
Listen, I gotta get trashed at the Nasty Wife.
The Nasty Wife.
The grunting stallion.
Ooh, yeah.
Listen, I can't see my kids. I can't bear to go see my kids. Right after work, I gotta go to the grunting stallion.
I gotta go down. I gotta wet my whistle down at Gruntilda's Cauldron.
Nobody does it like Gruntilda.
Nobody fucking does it like Gruntilda.
Have you ever
Old
had a
Grunty,
bangers and mash? Yeah, the bangers and mash. It's not what you think it is, and it's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like banger and smash.
Ooh.
What's that mean?
When I need to, my favorite English pub, Banjo Kazooie. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Run the Julias, a very special last minute seat of our pants kind of episode. You will, of course, be listening to and experiencing it in the future. But we are recording this on election night in an endeavor to entertain ourselves, distract ourselves.
Should we record two episodes? Should we do 2 episodes, one with one outcome and one with the other?
Yeah, we did just when we're done, we'll start over and we'll do because I have the election results right here. Hold on, let me check. Wow, and the winner is and so I'm just gonna put in whoever wins over because of course we all know the winner is the Atlanta Falcons. And that's gonna be, and we can do these kinds of jokes because this is the first ever visual episode of Run the Julias. We've welcomed back old friend of the show, one of my great friends and collaborators, Justin Germeroth.
Folks, if Justin's in the feed, you know it's gonna be a good movie.
If Justin's in the feed, buddy, you're a Sneed, from the Dr. Seuss universe.
I can be suited to anyone's need.
Ooh, see, that's why you call Justin, because he can really pull a Seussian rhyme right out of his cloaca. Yes,
it's multi-purpose.
Real heads remember Justin from the Mary Riley episode of Run the Julias, our first ever return guest, not including award show cameos. So congratulations on that distinction, Justin.
Thanks, and I do want to address your listeners for being a bunch of fucking liars for absolutely not watching that movie and still voting for it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100.
Glenn Close.
Justin, I'm so glad you're calling out our fucking shitty list because there's no way we're watching Mary Riley.
Those were my people for Glenn Close. Those were my loyal followers.
I think it was Glenn Close making a bunch of dummy Google accounts so she could keep voting on it over and over and over again. Okay. Real heads remember election 2020, advanced community studies doing a live episode where we did some season 3 episodes on election night. Just again, to kind of, I guess I podcast on election night. It's a fun way to get silly with my friends and distract myself from planet Earth because we're going to watch a little movie that's not set on planet Earth. We're going to watch a little something that, Justin, do you know the Smurfs lore? What does everybody know about the Smurfs?
Pretty much everything I know about the Smurfs comes from, like, seeing toys of them at garage sales and then seeing the Robot Chicken sketch where they use Smurf for the word fuck.
That's that kind of clever subversion that you could only get from
that's
good people at Robot Chicken.
That's the witty writing that you expect from Robot Chicken before they now just do full episodes where it's Santa Claus just killing people.
Yeah, super cool. I mean, they've been doing it for like 30 years. You know, they're probably just like out of ideas. You know,
yeah.
Rachel Bloom quit many years ago. She doesn't write for them anymore.
And we can tell.
And we can tell it's missing the Bloomian touch. It's missing what makes the work of Rachel Bloom so special, and that's that she's no longer writing for Robot Chicken. But yes, we are here to watch a long dreaded film on this podcast.
My lore with Smurfs.
Oh
is...
yeah. Kat, please.
So
what's your experience with the Blue Lives That Do Matter?
Yeah, well, I would say that
if you ask Gargamel.
My first choice in Blue Lives That Matter are always Blue Man Group.
Of course, yes, obviously.
Followed by Tobias as a Blue Man.
Yeah, good, okay.
Followed then by Violet Beauregard.
Ooh.
Then we get to Smurfs.
Okay.
I will say that I get Smurfs confused with Romeo and Juliet in my mind because I think I saw
they're the same shape. They're the same color palette.
They have the same.
And Juliet in theaters with an ex-situationship who I think almost killed myself over his rejection, and now he's very, very famous on TikTok as a straight normcore TikToker. And I do believe we saw Romeo and Juliet together at the AMC 12
in 2011.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we did that.
Incredible.
I think we were new to driving, and that was what we decided to do with our teenage time in Missouri.
You decided to go. I mean, in Missouri, you don't have a ton of options. So yeah, you might as well go see Romeo and Juliet in theaters.
It's that, or spend a feature-length film amount of time in the Steak and Shake drive-through.
Yeah, or walking around Walmart. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've lived those Missouri nights. Absolutely.
Those cool Missouri nights.
Yeah, out of like 2 weekend nights a week, that was how we used one of them.
Yeah.
And the other was probably spent doing panic attacks. Since this is a visual medium, just so anybody is curious what I'm doing over here, I just went to the eye doctor vet for my cat to see if he is officially blind. He is. Luckily, there's no congrats to Huey. Luckily, there's no underlying illness.
Yeah.
If there is something happening, it's neurological. He's otherwise perfectly healthy.
Sure,
in fact, his eye health is perfect, just blind. Which is
just
so
except for that
my old cat was in the same boat. Eyes were great. They just couldn't see.
They just couldn't see shit. But they were not
right.
About to fall
he's always been a seer. I have a tattoo of the ghosts that he could see that we could not. So I think he's just now spending full time in that astral plane in the metaphysical.
Yeah,
and he's black.
He's in a real
cat.
Daredevil kind of situation now at this point.
He is black. He's named after Huey P. Newton of the Black Panthers.
Hell yeah.
So he is spooky, he's black.
And he sees dead people.
He definitely sees dead people. And so that's what I did. And then today I will be assembling in this virtual medium. I will be assembling a chair, and we'll see if it fits in my desk. And if it doesn't, we will be disassembling the chair and returning it to Jeffrey Bezos. Also, for some lore, today-ish, 8 years ago on election night, TV's Kevin Lanigan and I famously spent it binge looping the Hamilton soundtrack and having an existential crisis. I thought Hillary was going to win for sure. And then it started getting weird that night. It started getting really weird, and I was on my last Xanax dose of this, what later I discovered was an alcoholic bottom that happened over Halloween. So I was given a Xanax dose to wean down from the little mini seizure feelings that I was having that I think later was figured out it was detoxing. just to like keep it light at the beginning of the pod. And so I had my last Xanax dose on that election night. And then when the results were finalized in the morning, I walked back to Webster's campus from TV Kevin Lanigan's house in my Uggs and was probably crying. And then went on my first gay date. I had just come out, and I was like, I'm here. I'm queer. I went on my first gay date because I was afraid to be around any other friends. I had my last fireball shot, and then I've been sober ever since then. So this election day is really stressful because it's really tempting to relapse and do it all over again. Which would be like,
no way, Jose.
No, we say no way, Jose. I really respect your wisdom of ending your relationship with alcohol on Fireball. Like,
sure.
I think it's a good bad note to end on.
Yeah. It was just what was left in my fridge, and it felt symbolic for like getting sober as a 21-year-old in college. It was like, if this is the last thing, like this is kind of the bit, you know, like this is kind of like, it tracks, it's canon, it's lore. So if I do like keep this sober date, it just thematically makes sense. And also to do it on
your last day.
Right. So it felt right that TV's Kevin Lanigan, sorry, I keep naming you. TV's Kevin Lanigan and I do like meet today. It felt right for me just to see us 8 years later, still alive. And in different stages of our lives. Are they better? I don't know, but they're different. And
they're different.
And I'm worried about what is to come. So this is a distraction. So thank you, Smurfs. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, TV's Kevin Lanigan, for spending this weird time together.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Happy to do it.
Happy to keep you healthy enough to keep you around another year.
Absolutely. As far as I know about the Smurfs, I know they're 3 apples high, which from this angle is like about how tall my friend Kat looks in this camera shot, is about like 3 apples high.
Also, I think that has to be an anachronism, because if we're going by current apples, that's actually quite large.
Yeah, it's actually, if you're, when you pull like a Honey Crisp off the grocery store shelf and you're like, this is the size of my head. Yeah. So the Smurfs could actually be quite large in today words. Is everyone ready to Smurf?
I'm ready to Smurf and Smurf.
All right. So let's get this Smurf on the road. Folks, we're going to be doing a commentary, but also like we're probably barely going to be watching the movie. So like, don't worry about it at home. For the ideal visual experience, put us on a computer next to you on the couch, as if we're all on the couch next to you watching Smurfs The Lost Village with you. Yeah. Because I know you in the audience are watching along with us.
Dress up some pillows in pants and dress shirts and prop them up next to you. Maybe drape one of the sleeves over your shoulder.
Get like 3 pillows, tape them to like 3 broomsticks, and not the 3 broomsticks bar from the Harry Potter franchise. And I have it all queued up when my compatriots are ready.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I should be good to go as well. It's Netflix just told me that this has spatial audio, so that's exciting.
Wow, that's huge. That's going to make all the difference.
Yeah.
All right. So we're counting down in 3 apples high, 2 apples high, 1 apples high. Smurf. Smurf means go, because I substituted for other words, much like the Smurfs do.
We're seeing Sony. We're seeing a sunrise.
Oh, the beautiful Sony Pictures logo. Whoa, it's coming right at me. Wow. Oh, and here comes my wife.
Yeah. Lady movies.
We've been happily married for several decades now.
Oh, it's like sort of fucking with your sound so that I can prioritize this.
Oh, that's not movie wife.
Oh no, I am not married to Smurfette, and I want that to be canon. I love studio logos. I love when there's a lot of them all right in a row, like the Sony Pictures Animation logo.
I'm abandoning
another logo,
sound.
I bet.
I'm abandoning sound so I can prioritize
listening to
commentary.
us. Wow,
Yeah.
the spatial audio from Netflix is going to be you're just not going to be able to take advantage of that, and I'm
just gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah, obviously. How do we think Smurf Village is going to vote in the 2024 election? Smurf Village is notoriously a swing state, but will they? Will they go blue? You know, like I don't know.
I don't know. I think I don't know enough
the Smurfs
about.
do vote blue no matter who.
They are the blue wave coming.
They are the blue wave.
Sorry, what time code are you at? Somehow it just like paused.
1:25.
Yeah.
Okay.
This already feels like a direct-to-video movie.
Yeah. So yeah, for anybody that's like, what are you watching? It's a Smurfs animated movie that apparently came out in 2017, 1 year into the Trump presidency. It's not affiliated with the live-action Neil Patrick Harris, Jayma Mays films that came out just a few years prior.
And it's better for it.
Absolutely. I mean, these do look like Smurfs. You know what I mean?
Yes, they
My
don't.
Understanding.
They don't have the horrible human pupils like some kind of predator.
Yeah, I hate when like you have to make something quote unquote realistic, and you have to answer questions like, does Pikachu have hair? What does Mr. Mime, kind of look like? He tastes like. Is Mandy
nerdy
Smurf in this film?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, Kat cannot be the one to tell. But I think Mandy Patinkin is indeed narrating this film.
Tag yourself. Which Smurf are you? Are you Paranoid Smurf? Are you Karate
that's such
Smurf?
A good question. We do need to develop our Smurf sodas.
We gotta, yeah.
Yeah, Smurf?
Table eating Smurf.
So we can get as niche as we want.
Yeah, exactly. The Smurf well runs fucking deep.
Yeah.
This is so many more than the Seven Dwarfs. You know, there's so many more options.
Yeah. You can collect them all.
Oh, and here comes fuckable Smurf.
Breeding Smurf.
Ew.
You find Smurfette fuckable?
I sure don't. Because she looks like a Smurf, which I'm not particularly into.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin, are you into Smurfs? No judgment.
No, I don't
Justin's
know.
more of a Thundercats guy.
See, yes, I am more of a Thundercats guy. I am a Snarf head.
Whoa.
You're a Snarf lover. You love to get snarfed.
I'm a friend of Snarf.
I mean, who doesn't like to get snarfed on election night? I feel like the whole country is getting snarfed on election night.
Already, I'll be honest, I was into Smurfette. Now she's like has the normal blonde, long hair. Not into her anymore. I liked her spiky punk hair significantly more.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, was that a transformation? We just saw like a magic girl transformation.
Yeah,
was she?
Yes.
Okay.
Where she turned into like an Instagram model. You know what I mean? Like
she turned from bad Sandy to good Sandy.
I liked the buttercup look that we saw just now in the flashback.
See, you're on the same page.
I think I'm gangrene Smurf. I'm a Smurf who has gangrene disease. Which is sort of a bluish green on me.
Yeah.
Why is he eating the table?
Because he's table eating Smurf.
I guess so.
Okay, you know your primary colors. Okay, you know what makes green. Cool.
Okay, you know how to blend. Yeah. Okay.
I'm jaundiced Smurf, so I'm an
so you're green.
Yeah, I'm like Kermit the Frog green.
Yeah, you're like a pale green. All right, Kat, where are you at in the color wheel?
I've always been a periwinkle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that means that I'm a moderate, right? Because it's blue and red.
So.
Yeah. Periwinkle?
Okay.
I thought periwinkle was like a light blue. Am I wrong about that?
It's in the purple family, so I think it means that I'm a neoliberal, probably, right?
Oh, wow, it is. I've just been totally wrong about what a periwinkle is.
You're a light Claire McCaskill.
It's all kind of subjective. Also, have you guys been seeing these like lib out memes? I'm gonna lib out this week. Like this is my 1 week of living out.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm in a different side of Twitter screenshots.
You're on the wrong
Instagram.
side of the tracks. You're on a dark path. If you see libs on the time. And I'm on Twitter.com, so it's just a fully alt-right website.
These are lib tweets. These are like meme tweets that are then put on Instagram.
Oh, are these like the Ruth Conda Forever tweets?
I don't know, but I just heard about Peanut.
The
squirrel.
Peanut, the squirrel that like animal control told the guy like 7 times, you can't keep this pet.
And then it died, and somehow animal. that's a voting line issue.
No, they killed him. They
euthanized it because it bit somebody.
Okay, sure, yeah, likely thing to happen.
Well, that's actually standard animal control procedure because you don't know if it has rabies or not.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't joking. That's like if the dog bites the kid, you put it down. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But no, apparently the squirrel was innocent, nay, Christ-like, and did not deserve.
Peanut died for our fucking sins, dude. Peanut
it's
went
become
down
in
the second covenant of God.
It's become like a last-minute right-wing like community cause, which is surprising because I'm like, over an animal? Like, you guys are usually not that.
They're eating
you love killing
the cats.
those.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating Smurfette.
Also, a community that loves showing off how much meat they eat. Like,
that's what
famously
I'm saying. Like,
uncaring of animal welfare.
And they love like killing like for sport. Like they love to hunt.
Yeah. And I just like a squirrel. I mean, just that is just true Hail Mary pass. No, like we invited a guy on stage who just like said to throw Puerto Rico in the garbage, and it's actually not been a great PR move on our part. It's bad PR.
Are you too familiar with the last minute make Harris voters concubines controversy?
Yeah, yes.
The guy who shot Bin Laden.
One of the guys who claims to have been on SEAL Team 6 when they shot Bin Laden is just telling young male Harris voters that he's going to make them his concubine. This is very normal.
I saw that, and it was like, this is someone who definitely knows the definition of concubine.
He's been doubling down
and tripling down.
Yeah, he's confirmed that he meant it like that. He's confirmed that he wants a bunch of 20-year-old.
No, that's actually a thing in Afghanistan. Unfortunately, they have a lot of that kind of thing in Afghanistan, and we and our soldiers stationed there were told to ignore it. Don't worry about it. It's not our problem. So it's probably just something he picked up over there. Thank you, John
I love that we're just... Okay, wait. Sorry. I need to lock into this lore. Hold on.
Oh, Smurf lore? You gotta get Smurf.
Sorting. Dark music playing. Spooky thing on a hill. Azrael.
This really should have been Bill Hader.
Yes.
So who does it sound like?
It's Rainn Wilson doing a kind of voice, but it really just like it should have just been Bill Hader. Am I crazy?
I mean, Bill Hader's a very safe bet for this kind of thing.
Ouch! Didn't that hurt? Or aren't those chemicals? He's touching with his raw paws. Also, why isn't he blue? Are non-blue
he's a
people...
human.
He's not a Smurf. He's a guy who fucking hates Smurfs.
He wants like to consume Smurfs, but
he wants to eat
101 Dalmatians situation.
101 Dalmatians situation. Glenn Close.
He wants to put them in a grinder and smoke them.
Here are some of the video games that the CIA found on Osama bin Laden's computer. Half-Life. Super Mario Brothers. Yoshi's Island DS. Final Fantasy VII. Dragon Ball Z.
Was telling me about
and Counter-Strike. So he was like a ROM hack. Like he was using...
absolutely.
He was...
You think he could get consoles?
Well, I was like, well, maybe he had like Steam or Good Old Games, but like I think I used his Island DS on that. Like he was a ROM hack. They also found the films Cars, Chicken Little, and Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
Was it not Cars 2? My ex-girlfriend was telling me about this. I thought it was Cars 2.
I'm on history.com, and they are saying Cars.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, apologize to Mr. Bin Laden.
I don't want fake news.
We're insinuating that he was watching Cars 2.
Didn't he die by the very hands of the SEAL team concubine that we were just talking about?
Indeed, that's why I'm looking up what was on. Not that Smurfs: The Lost Village isn't radically holding my attention, but
well, it's good to get into some politics on this fateful day.
It is election day.
It is election day, and Kamala was there. She was one of the motherfuckers who shot Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Zero Dark 30 is about Kamala.
Well, Jessica Chastain was kind of like a racist choice. It was kind of like what was that Emma Stone movie where she played an Asian person? Like,
Aloha?
I feel like Jessica Chastain was the same sort of like erasure in that way, because it really was Kamala.
Yeah. Kamala was so upset we couldn't lock suspects in hot boxes in order to get the intel we needed.
It was like the Roland Emmerich movie Stonewall, where they invented a white guy for it to be about.
Yeah. Kamala doesn't get the due credit for being as pro-torture as she was in Zero Dark 30.
Yeah.
Hey, TV's Kevin Lanigan, does Justin know my family lore?
I think so.
Okay, cool. So you're aware of
the implication.
The implications of this day beyond my sobriety.
I'm
Kat's
sorry.
Executive producer credit on the movie W.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
No.
Okay, Justin doesn't know.
I don't know the lore.
Justin
I'm sorry,
is not
I'm
a listener. Confirmed. Justin does not listen to the podcast. Confirmed.
I'm sorry. I listen when I can. I'm sorry.
Oh,
do you ever do you pick up on the Easter eggs?
I guess he's not podcast listy Smurf.
Yeah.
He's not subscriber Smurf.
I thought it was so cute that Ty listened to our pod.
I thought it was nice. I was like, oh, a little listener. And now they're getting to live the listener's dream of being on the show they listen to.
I love that. We need more of those. Anybody who's a listener, come on.
Yeah.
If you're a listener and you don't suck,
they'll let anybody on this show. I'm a testament.
Yeah, we'll let anybody on the show twice.
Yeah, unless you hate trans people, and then I'll skip it. You can go on the Woody Allen one with TV's Kevin if you hate trans people.
If you want to hate on trans people, since we're all getting canceled for the Woody Allen episode anyway.
Yeah.
So Justin, I come pre-canceled. I pre-cum canceled. Because pre-cum.
Sorry, that's just too long a kiss on a bird.
A man was kind of open mouth kissing a bird here recently. And also Kat is related to the Bush family.
Oh, okay. I'm in the Bush family. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
You're part of the Poppy Circle.
What?
Oh, Poppy's a name for HW.
Oh, I didn't know that. We just called him Uncle George.
Unky George.
It got confusing, obviously, because there were two Uncle Georges.
That's tough.
See, okay, I'm sorry. 3 apples high. Smurfette is like not even like one.
No.
High.
Those are like crab apples.
Yeah. This was definitely the most anticlimactic reveal I've had. And I've had a lot of anticlimactic reveals. But for Justin to be like, cool. It's just...
Justin doesn't give a shit.
I mean, what do you expect me to do? Like, judge you for it?
Well, no, Justin is a Cheney, so...
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Justin was an executive producer on the movie Vice.
Yes, I was, because I'm related to Dick Cheney.
Dickolas Cheney.
Yes.
#1 Kamala Harris supporter, Dickolas Cheney.
Yeah.
I love to know that I'm casting my vote the same way Dick Cheney is. I love walking into the ballot box and saying, what would Dick Cheney do?
Yeah. Did he say that? Was he like,
not only did he say it, he's been on like the campaign trail with Kamala, being like, That's support Kamala Harris.
That's deeply weird to me.
Yeah. Well, they've been weird. They've been running a campaign essentially based on like, look at all the Republicans we can get, like, and that's their move to like sway, Trump, like Republicans who like don't want to vote for Trump is like, if Cheney's doing it.
It's basically all the Republicans still alive from the Bush administration.
Right. Except for W, not weighed in, has not lent.
That makes sense. Do you want some insight on that?
Sure.
I could probably give you some
give us some
insight.
behind the scenes intel.
Yeah, I do kind of. I'm sorry to talk about the movie Smurfs: The Lost Village.
Yeah.
I do kind of like this waveform voice from the cauldron. I think that's kind of.
It's cool. That's
kind of creative.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
let's but let's unbuckle the beltway and see what's underneath.
I think it's not too interesting. I think he doesn't care. He identifies as a painter now, and I say that with earnestness. I think he is at a stage of his life where he's like, I did what I did and what I needed to do, and I'm at peace with it, and I just don't care anymore. I'm just going to talk about and hang out with the people that spark joy. And as sort of like a definite narcissist with some eccentric flair, like, I think he just doesn't care. He doesn't need it. If you found something that he cared about in it, then he would jump in and say a thing. But I don't think he doesn't care. He hates Trump, and I think he's over it because of the Trump stuff. And I think he's friends with who he's friends with as world leaders, and I think he just doesn't.
Ellen
he doesn't care.
Michelle
Obama, like, he just likes those people. And
I think that makes sense. If you become the president, I think you probably are like almost kind of above it after.
You definitely are, and like you can decide, like the Obamas, you can kind of decide like what you want to do, but it ages you so much that you're kind of like, I did my time.
Yeah. I'm kind of living on borrowed time. I'm an immortal man alive past the death of the universe.
Yeah, like, and I did what I did, and I am out of room to feel bad about it anymore. So I'm just gonna paint 3 paintings a day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even have to be good.
No, he doesn't need to sell them.
He bikes 40 miles a day with his lesbian best friend.
Keeps him trim.
His lesbian best friend, who is like excommunicated from her church, now like works on his ranch, and they bike every day together. Yeah, so
that's beautiful.
The Ellen thing didn't surprise me.
Want. Yeah, apparently George is a friend of the lesbians.
Yeah, that just really goes to show you that the Prop 8 and all the anti-gay things, that was just, that was, again, just lobbyists. I don't think he actually cared.
Yeah, I don't think he cared one way or the other. That's the ultimate
if Dick Cheney played that same game.
Yeah.
Sorry, you both were talking.
Excuse me. You go ahead, Kevin.
No, it's okay. That's kind of like the ultimate conclusion about your the main man W, is that, like, it seems like he didn't really believe any of the atrocities he was a part of creating. You know what I mean? His heart wasn't really in it, which is not letting him off the hook in any way.
No.
I'm not. I'm just giving insight when people. No, that's why I get so jaded by days like today, because I know that I know that Trump and Kamala, there's just so little. It's so little about the things, and it's only the things that they personally actually care about, and the rest is sort of lobbyists.
Yeah,
it is truly that, you know.
That's why Trump, if Trump wins, he's going to bring back big trucks. Trucks are going to be bigger, and
the
hunkier than ever.
Imagine how big those rigs will be. It's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting that, like, I don't think even once on the campaign trail, like, Kamala Harris said the words like universal health care. I don't think climate change really came up in the middle of like an incredibly hot summer.
And the reason for that is that she has to placate to
the Cheney crowd.
The Cheney
contingent, all those millions and millions of Americans who were like, what does Dick Cheney think about this?
And if she really, really, really cared, if she was elected, she would probably do a few things, but ultimately it's a PR role. That is what president is. It's a very powerful PR role where everybody's using your name a lot and like saying it's your administration. But lobbyists and outside voices are like a huge part of where all that comes from and the choices being made. So it's just like a big chess game, and it's actually very little about what's going on in their own brains. And that's my insight.
which I think is cool. I think I should get a job where they just tell me what to think about the stuff that I'm doing.
It sounds very relaxing, frankly.
I think well, it's also it ages you a lot because I think it's just constant decisions being thrown at you, and you have to kind of like vibe test like who not to piss off. Like it is, and who to align yourself with. So it is just kind of like constant strategy, but you actually don't have as much like agency. So then you fill that agency void with like ego things like golfing. That's why so many of them golf.
Yeah. Got golf. Yeah, it's just a really stressful game of civilization. And you can't reload the save file. And the difficulty is all the way up, you know?
But I think you do get jaded by lives lost. I think that is I think early on in the process, you think about lives lost in a very different way than a civilian. Like you click something in your brain that rationalizes like that trolley like thing. I don't think applies to, I think world leaders have a very, very different idea of what lives lost is. And it's just, it's a very specific psychological place that they put themselves in to rationalize lives lost. So no matter how much we're like, people are dying, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Which is cool and fun.
Yeah. I think the higher you go up the political scale in this great nation, this rich tapestry that is the United States of America, like the more you have to be like a robot person full of pudding. You know what I mean? Like you don't have like, there's nothing there. Like the heart has to leave, the brain has to leave. That's why like every mayor sucks. Like New York has a terrible mayor, but LA has a terrible mayor. Chicago has because like to get to the point where someone is electing you mayor of a major city, you have to be such just like a nasty little pushover, corrupt almond joy for brains that like you're just not even like a regular person anymore.
Right. Well, I don't think the human brain is equipped to handle numbers that big.
Like, I will say they still act like human people in family settings. I think it is like a deep compartmentalized process.
They've got a severance situation going on.
Maybe. They do participate in like intimate settings, and they use that ability to like connect with people and make them feel special. They do that. Like you will be confused by like, it's that sort of like, my dad wasn't around, but then he had all of these friends at his funeral vibe. Like, not me specifically, but just that like they do plug into their sort of like family systems, but then it always is, it's like they are prioritized because they're in a position. So if they need something compared to your other uncle that doesn't have the last name or whatever, like a Bush gets first dibs is sort of the vibe. But so they are still like centered, not grounded, but they're still they're the priority, which does add a level of like weirdness. But they are not Jello in family settings. It is confusing. It feels like they are a participating member at like barbecue, at like hanging out by the pool. Like they ask you like questions about like your life. It's like a normal like, are we gonna go eat pie? Like it's confusing. It feels like a real person.
That must be what it's like to hang out with like Papa Smurf. You know, Papa Smurf must be really like going through that on the
He has so many Smurfs to keep track of. Like he can't take time for everybody. So
you got eaten by one little dangerous flower. Yeah. You know, like
it feels weird when he takes time for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this song good?
No,
I'm seeing some lyrics in it, and I can't hear it.
No, it's deeply not good.
It sounds like the kind of pop song that only exists as like soundtracks.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a released EP.
Right, like the song that preceded this, which was like, I think a slow cover of David Bowie's Heroes, is not like a song you can listen to. It exists only in like this part of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like those songs that only exist to like sell you cars, you know, like Girls Just Want to Have Fun isn't like a song. It's like something that gets you to go to Carnival Cruise Lines.
I love Girls Just Want to Have Fun, but you mean like the covers of it?
No, I mean Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which is not a real song. It's in a commercial.
Okay, I take opposition to that, but
I will have to side with Kat on this.
No, I'm afraid not.
I think it bops. I think it rules, actually.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that
it's one of the 4 songs from the 20th century I've listened to.
Wow. You know, some TV's Kevin Lanigan's take a beautiful song and hide it away from
the rest of the world.
Who are these fucking nasty dragonfly freaks?
I think they are just dragonflies.
I don't like them one bit. Why do they have beaks? Get them away from me.
Because dragons can have beaks.
Get a job. Stay away from him.
I don't like when dinosaur-looking things have beaks. Sorry.
Oh,
you don't care for Triceratops?
Sorry, I hate when dinosaurs transform gradually over the course of millennia into birds. Sorry, hate it. Sorry.
Yeah, sue me.
Oh my god, he's gonna die. This fucking Smurf is gonna die, dude.
They're gonna feed him to cheeping babies.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh
yes!
no. I like their balls.
Lay your eggs in him.
Yes. Yeah, fucking laying it in like a xenomorph, like planting it in like there's a chest burster that comes out of brain.
It's got an ovipositor.
Oh god. Yo, that thing has a cloaca. Do you think Smurfs have cloacas?
I guess they would. I mean, they don't really have like. I don't think they have genitals.
Are they mammalian? Are they reptilian? We don't know.
We've never seen what's under those white shorts.
Yeah, okay.
If they don't have genitals, what like how do they?
A cloaca could be one, or they like lay eggs that get fertilized, like externally, like a fish.
I think. Oh, okay. So I think as a compromise, they do have cloacas as one omni-purpose hole. But they do, a Smurf hole. But they do also fertilize. Like all of it's externalized. There's no penetration. Yeah, it's so much more efficient.
Smurfs they are flora. They have pistils and stamens.
They actually release spores like a fungi, which is why they live in the
most sense. That makes the most
sense. The Last of Us. Yeah. That's actually what's under the hat. It's just a stack of like spores. Yeah.
Oh, mushroom hat.
And those shoes.
And it would make sense why a quote unquote wizard wants to consume them for quote unquote magic powers.
Yeah. Smurf's got that fucking adrenochrome in him. You know what I mean? Gargamel is harvesting the Smurf's adrenochrome.
Like, this wizard is a shroomy.
Does Gargamel, if Gargamel eats a Smurf, does he eat them at like the head, or does he eat them like in the middle? Like
when you thinking about that.
When you cook and eat a Smurf, you have to cover your head with a napkin in shame, like when you eat that one little bird.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about with the little bird?
Because God does not approve of you eating a Smurf.
Yeah, so you have to hide your face from God with a big napkin.
Mr. Napkin Head from The Holiday.
Mr. Napkin Head. That's beautiful. Oh, they are dragonflies. They're like shooting fire and shit.
They spit and smoke.
Listen, I'm a little high. This is a dense film. There's a lot of lore. There's a lot of rules.
So much plot.
I love that you're a little high in your suit. It reminds me of when I would get stoned as fuck to go to student government. It was
exactly. When we're going, I'm at the Model UN, just like stoned out of my balls. Like, Estonia buys it all. There's war.
Estonia
Belgium
buys
puts it all on red.
Yeah, so Estonia needs a new pair of shoes. I'm at the fucking craps table. I'm throwing for Estonia.
Flipping the tables, shouting, "King me."
Yeah, exactly.
King me,
Just because
daddy.
this is a video show, I don't know if I'd have another occasion. So it's kind of I kind of got like a short bottoms thing going on.
Business on top, party on the bottom.
Exactly. I've got a real there's I feel like that's a pop star look or like a red carpet look, the suit with the shorts.
You're dressed like the good little boy from Comedy Bang Bang.
Yeah, I'm a good little boy. Yeah, I guess I'm dressed like a fucking AC/DC.
You are dressed like a Catholic school's prep student.
Essentially. How are we only 31 minutes into this movie? I will vote for whoever makes this movie fucking shorter. If Joe Biden says that this is shorter, I will go down to my polling place and I'll be like, I'm changing my vote.
Yeah. Joe Biden misses when movies were a tight 90 and came with 2 cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, where's the newsreel? I want to know how our boys in blue are doing. WW2.
Have we stormed the beaches of Normandy yet?
Finding out how hot a lot of curmudgeon-y politicians were when they were young is a stressful thing that I think should be studied.
Any hot person could become a politician.
Joe Biden,
they
Bernie Sanders, but now I saw a Tim Walz photo recently, and I was like, why does this keep happening? It kind of makes sense, that they had that kind of confidence.
Handsome, they got people to vote for you,
Yeah, early career, it makes sense. You have to be a little hot, and then you
when
can
you're
be
a local city
later.
councilman,
Yeah,
but also it's pre-Instagram hot. They're allowed to be character actor hot.
For sure. They don't have to be a perfect model type. Do you like how AOC is hot and it just has broken people's brains for the last 8 years? People just cannot handle that she's just very hot.
A conventionally attractive woman.
Yeah.
She hasn't aged for me, I guess. I just think of her as when she was early on the scene.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what she's
moisturized and she still looks basically the same as you remember. She is not in my district. I could not vote for AOC today.
Yeah, that's kind of been my whole process with her is I can't really do anything, but there she is.
I am a registered member of the Working Families Party. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my piece. I am not a registered Democrat.
Hear that, folks?
That's right. But I still get all the texts. I still get all the Democrat texts.
I got a lot of texts this season, and I don't really know.
I got so many texts, and I got several phone calls every single day. My phone is blowing up with the spam phone calls.
I will vote for whoever who makes that stop.
Absolutely. One of the things that should be deeply illegal. It's making the phone bad.
It's 8 times a day sometimes, and then it's really haunting if you listen to the voicemails. It's just a weird metronome. I don't know. Apparently, my friend who works in fraud, she works at a bank, and she works in fraud claims and stuff. She said that it's them trying to capture your voice, so just don't speak ever. Just wait for them to speak first and confirm where they're from. Because that's how they're phishing. They're trying to steal your voice so that they can voice authorize things.
Cuckoo crazy. Wow. I love that. Yeah. So again, if Joe Biden makes that illegal, he's got my vote.
Yeah. I'll write him in. I voted already, but I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. Vote early and often, I always say. What the fuck are these Smurfs talking
I think they're trying to find the homeland of the Smurfs.
Yeah. Is there?
This is technically a Fury Road.
Oh my god. They're like the elves in The Witcher. They're displaced from the
Which one is Julia, by the way? I didn't even ask.
I don't think we haven't gotten to her.
I don't think we have. She is a character called Smurf Willow.
Okay.
Whomever that might be. That heart looks like a butt. Wait for it to come back. Wait for it to come back. Wait for it to come back. You're gonna see.
It's gonna come back. I swear.
You'll all see. No, they cut away. Fuck. No one believes me. Who cares? Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Can you believe this fucking Smurfs The Lost Village has been dangling over us for a year and a half.
Listen, I can't enjoy the Smurf movie without clear emotional stakes.
Yeah, I need it to be like a father resolving things with like his estranged daughter. That's what I fucking when I paid $3.99 to rent the Smurfs movie. That's what I fucking wanted. Can you believe I'm watching this on YouTube? And normally one of the best things about renting movies on YouTube is that like all the comments are still turned on, so you can see what everyone's saying about the movie. The comments are turned off for Smurfs The Lost Village. What happened? What like fandom flame war did they have to like shut down? These 3 apples.
It's 3. Well, like 2.5. One's
it's
super
3,
easy.
bitch. It's 3.
Not
Wait,
3 full apples.
He was hungry. Wow.
I do like the joke of giving non-horse animals horse sounds.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Don't be weird.
They do glow. They are glow bunnies. I guess.
I guess that was in the scene where they were being chased.
Yeah. This movie is mostly chasing.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of chasing in this Smurfs film. Like, I don't like what happens in like an episode of the Smurfs cartoon show. I don't know like anything about what these guys do.
I think it's like basic stuff like, oh, Brainy tried Baker Smurf's cake and Brainy didn't like it, but he lies and now he has to learn that it's okay to be honest with your friends.
It's okay to lie to your friends. Exactly. It's okay to just lie straight to their face to not hurt their feelings.
So, to say, thanks, I love it.
Yeah, when you go to, theater kids Smurfs play and you're like, oh, so good. Oh, what a good script that was.
You lit up the stage.
It's, every time you weren't on stage, I was like, get me out of here. Oh no, he's burning the book. He's a right-wing asshole.
Well, he is Hefty Smurf.
That's his name is Hefty Smurf?
Yes.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Hefty is just kind of rude. Like, he's like brawny Smurf.
Yeah.
He's like
jockish
Smurf. Yeah. She's eating a testicle. That's what the Smurf testicles look like.
Well, yeah, like that's the thing. She's eating a Smurf egg.
Oh no, they're young.
It's like roe.
Unfertilized.
Like a fish egg.
Yeah, it's caviar.
Imagine a caviar egg you ate like an apple.
What? Ucky.
I think it sounds good.
No, absolutely ucky. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. They're allowed to, like, do art sometimes.
Yeah, it's not like people with a soul worked on this, like you work at Sony Pictures Animation, you don't necessarily get to, like, call the shots on, like, what you're working on. So you're like, well, I guess I'm going to fucking go off and Smurfs The Lost Village then.
People with hearts and minds.
Let's see.
Oh, so there's like a lost Smurf colony,
okay,
like a Smurf Roanoke.
So we're gonna see like divergent evolution. In the Smurf line, like what the Smurfs could have looked like if they grew up in a different biome.
Correct.
How much money would
also? I hate this Ladybug smartphone. That I hate seeing smartphones in movies.
A Smurf should not know what a smartphone is. A Smurf should not like be able to look up OnlyFans in the browser. Like I don't want a Smurf doing all that. How much money would you two guess this film made at the U.S. or international box office?
Like $200,000.
Yes, Justin. What worldwide box? Oh, I'm sorry. That's million.
Oh,
it's $197 million.
That's actually
that wasn't a decimal point. That was just a comma. That's worldwide. Domestic only 45. So are Smurfs kind of one of those things where they're just like super popular in like France? Do you know what I'm talking?
Yeah,
like,
well, it's
America does not give a shit, but like every French kid just like loves the Smurfs.
Well, that makes sense. The same thing like with like Tintin. Like we don't give a shit about Tintin here, but I'm sure they're gooning for Tintin over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they get fucking lousy for the Tintin because like, you know, what else do they have? Asterix?
Which is also great, actually. Asterix rules.
No, he's a cool guy. Have you seen, Justin, any of the live-action Asterix and Obelix films from the last, 10 years or so?
Well, now I have to.
Listen, I've thought about torturing the Movies for Babies podcast.
Look, I'll do it.
With the live-action Asterix.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's never a question of whether you do it. I try to gauge my choices as to whether or not it will drive Vern Tooley to an early grave. By which I mean, I want it to. Fuck you.
It's good. Vern, if you're listening to this, we want it.
Come on, buddy.
We want to see you just dead on a couch.
Keel over.
Just holding like an index card that says, I'm done.
While like the DVD menu for like Asterix and Obelix at the Olympic Games like loops until somebody finds him. If Vern is somehow an hour into the Smurfs the Lost Village commentary episode.
Vern is like kind of the impetus of me meeting TV's Kevin Lanigan and also going to Webster in general. Mm-hmm. So I'm forever grateful for Vern, but if this is the way he has to go, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there are less merciful ways we could kill Vern.
Exactly.
Iron Maidens.
That would be bad.
Crucifixion.
What if we crucified Vern Tooley?
I don't think he'd mind it, actually. I think he'd lean into the pit.
Yeah, I had this coming. No. Clumsy Smurf?
Yeah.
They're fucking mean. But in France, he's probably like, Smurf le idiote. Smurf le fou.
Thank you.
Jinx.
Buy me a Coke.
Fuck. Okay, I'll Venmo you.
Right.
I'm the one who said Jinx, though.
I know.
I get the Coke.
Oh.
That's the way it works.
No, but I wanted one. You didn't ask for it.
That's true. You wanted it more. I was more deserving,
Kevin,
but you asked for what you wanted. Yes?
Or sorry, TV's Kevin Lanigan.
Yeah.
I keep doing that. I'm so bad. It's all about me and
You're a bad
discomfort
ally.
when I misgender and
What's
when I
up,
misname a dead name. Hey, so my mic just fell and it was loud, so you just need to scrap that. Also, are you seeing my mic? Can you tell on cast?
It does not appear to be showing up at all, no. And
Okay.
I discovered that like 10 minutes in. We were starting the movie. It was too late. Skype audio it is.
What the fuck?
We are halfway through this movie, and I feel like we've made no progress.
Can you please tell me when that happens moving forward?
I didn't it was too late. We couldn't,
We could have restart. We could have started another one.
We'd already, I don't know. We were on a roll. We were moving.
Well, in the future, please tell me.
Sure. I usually do. I noticed while we were watching the movie.
We have to save the cannibal who wants to eat us.
We have to save this nasty pervert.
He wants to eat clumsy Smurf like a hot dog.
It's a classic like moral dilemma. It's like, if the pervert is drowning, do you save him?
Yeah. And I really appreciate it when people save me, the pervert, drowning.
You gotta stop drowning, dude.
I love water. I hate swimming.
Oh, but they just saved him, and now he's going to fucking kill these Smurfs?
Yeah.
Doesn't he want them? Doesn't he want, like, their nutrients?
I think he's willing to forsake those 4 to find a new...
The primal Smurf.
Yes. A colony of feral Smurfs.
Yeah, Smurf from, like, untouched by civilization.
Yeah. Some Edenic Smurfs.
If I'm using this mic on Skype,
yes,
will it sound like the quality of this mic? Because I haven't been up next to it. I've been over here.
The Skype audio is coming, from the microphone that you're talking into right now.
Okay, Slay. Cool.
The cast audio is coming from a butt. So yeah, this is all perfectly fine. Do I sound good? Mame me moo.
Obviously.
Thank you.
I just realized, do Smurfs have tails?
No.
Oh
no, they do. They do have it. What the fuck? I just assumed they didn't. I wasn't looking at all. Smurfs have tails? So they are like, but they have like, that's a little reptile tail.
No, they're little like orb tails, like a bear.
Oh. Smurfs are bears? That's Jack McBrayer.
It is. And that's Joe Manganiello as Hefty. And Danny Pudi as Brainy.
Oh, boy. The Community cast really has just been in some of the greatest dog shit of all time, you know? I love them. I want to support them, but they got to stop doing fucking garbage so I can support them.
But this is how they make their bank.
Yeah.
So they can do more stuff and stay in the field.
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta make it. I bet you're making sick fucking bank from Smurfs, the Lost Village.
It's one for them, one for them, one for them, one for them, one for me.
Yeah, exactly. Danny Pudi sneaks in a good one every like 10 fucking years or so. Are these Smurfs gonna be hot? Oh, these are the primal Smurfs.
Yeah. The free range Smurfs.
I like that leaf.
My blind cat just like did some absolute magic.
You should get your cat a little like Smurf doll and see if he just fucking like murders that thing. Even without eyes, he knows a terrible Smurf. Is this going to be Julia? Julia Roberts? Nope. They're all girls.
Yes.
It's the Chipettes. The
Girl
Chipettes
power.
are here. And then the sequel to this movie is about finding the non-binary colony. I'm playing the video game Dragon Age: The Veilguard, and there's a whole like one of your main character companions in that game is on a journey to becoming non-binary, and you like talk about it with them all the time, and they're like a big horned creature that kills dragons, and they're also like, I think I might be non-binary.
How do you feel about that?
Get that woke shit out of my games. Games didn't used to be about politics. They used to be about Mario.
I wouldn't say that it's politics, TV's Kevin Lanigan.
I know. I don't believe what I just said. I was doing a little goof.
He's goofing, he's gagging.
I was gagging. Gagging. You know who's Smurfette is gagging.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm
the house down.
I'm not gonna start gagging till Mother arrives.
Mother is mothering. Oh, when Smurf Willow gets here, dude, Mother is mothering.
Mother is mothering.
Bro, Mother is mothering. Do I want to Google what Smurf Willow looks like in advance so I like know?
So that you can start prematurely yossing.
Yeah, so I can get my gag queen slay ready to go. Not what I thought. I thought, given the name Smurfwillow, I thought it was going to be a tree. It's not. It's a person.
It's a woman.
A whole woman.
What a woman.
Yeah, when I look at Smurfwillow, I go, yowie zowie. I say Smurfwillow is fucking serving cunt. I'm sorry, she's smurfing Smurf.
Yeah. Smurfwillow
I'm
is
missing all of
eating
that.
and leaving no crumbs.
I'm missing all of the Smurf instead of cursing because of
Yeah.
my situation.
When the Smurf says, like, I'm going to kick your Smurf.
Yeah.
Why don't you go suck a Smurf?
That.
No.
No, like,
'Cause
no
they're
one said, like,
afraid.
Smurf off.
Yeah, they're afraid.
What the Smurf?
I have not been detecting them saying Smurf in front of other words, but in fairness, I'm not listening or paying attention at all. Do you remember that Alvin and the Chipmunks movie where them and the Chipettes are like racing around the world? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Was this before or after they hung out with Frankenstein?
I'm not really sure when they hung out with Frankenstein. I'll be honest with you. Fucking nailing it. Yas queen.
Fucking roasting these guys.
Where's the TikTok clip, meme of that sequence? I did like earlier when the little ladybug drew a map. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Whoa. You can't just be grabbing a little nub like that. Can't just be nubbing that way.
Here she is.
There she, Yas queen. Slay.
Yas mother.
Gag.
Slaying cunt. Gagging cunt.
Smurfwillow is so pussy.
I hate pussies eating and leaving no crumbs.
I don't like it.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool.
Yep. Oh, and Julia's she's fucking giving it her all. Julia might be recording this like at a drive-through window.
She's sitting up in bed for this. She's got 3 pillows propping her
Julia
up.
did this like voiceover performance like over FaceTime. Just like, yeah, I got 5 seconds. What do you want? She did it like as a cameo, like on the website Cameo.
They just spent thousands of dollars in cameos to get all her lines.
Saying like, I'm Smurfwillow. What if I one day got to interview Julia Roberts and I only asked her questions about Smurf the Lost Village? They're dicks.
Which God.
Those aren't trees. They're big old wango pangos. Oh, they're water. That's a stupid way to draw water. Fucking idiot, Smurf.
Gargamel can't read pictures.
You dumb pieces of shit. Why don't you learn language, you fucking idiots?
Bitches, I have
this guy is not. Is this series of unfortunate
achieved.
events book 3?
Chair achieved. Bravo.
Chair achieved.
Thank you.
Yas cunt. MB slay.
If this was 2016, I would have killed you if you said that to me.
MB slay.
What different times to be called cunt?
Language is alive.
It's been reclaimed.
It transforms. God, if this is somehow somebody's first episode of this show, I don't normally say words like this. It's just, it's kind of a crazy time.
Smurf brings it out of you.
Smurfing brings it out of me. Smurfing makes me feel good. Okay. We're inventing a new character. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
We're inventing a new character, and it's Singing Smurf, who sings Smurf covers of famous songs. Okay.
Like,
so we're gonna take turns being Singing Smurf. It's called the Smurfy Grove. I'm
Are
sorry.
you gonna start?
I guess so. Baby really smurfed me crying in the backseat. They say you're a little smurf for me. You're a smurf ability. Oh, they're playing. I'm sorry. I was singing that over Eiffel 95's I'm Blue.
They were gonna use it at some point.
Genius.
They had to.
I feel bad that it was during
honestly,
that point.
I was shocked that like it took them this long.
Well, they had to save it for like a scene this good.
Yeah.
They couldn't just throw it away at the beginning. They had to wait on it.
Yeah, you got to really make the audience, earn it. Everyone's waiting for it the whole time.
Oh, Hefty.
Oh, Hefty, you card. Okay, but an acorn is not even like heavy for a small thing.
No.
Oh, damn. He's not as. This is just like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah. Well, it's them messing with each other.
Okay, I'm doing Creep by Radiohead. 'Cause I'm a Smurf. I'm a weirdo.
I'm Smurf Willow.
Smurf Willow. What the Smurf am I doing here? I don't belong, Smurf. I don't belong, Smurf. And then I'm gonna do Teenage Dirtbag. 'Cause I'm just a teenage Smurf, baby. I'm just a teenage Smurf, baby. Listen to Iron Smurf, maybe with me, Smurf.
That fish is beating his ass.
Yeah. I want to
hear that?
you
Was
like
that
an
just-
animal.
was that-
No, it was beautiful, Kat. It was beautiful.
Okay. I was worried because there was
Gorgeous.
zero response. So
That was good.
I was just sitting in it. It was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drag down what you just did there. It was beautiful.
Yeah. I needed time to marinate.
okay, cool. Glad the microphone's working.
That's the
Yes.
B-side that was really passed over, when it came out, but has slowly become, like a fan favorite, a concert staple. Are these two gonna fuck?
Well, they can't. They can't.
Beleaguered sigh.
She has to lay eggs, then he fertilizes
Right, then
them.
he fertilizes
They don't make contact.
Smurfs produce asexually. I forgot about that.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
show-
sexual. It's just not contact.
The egg thing is not asexual?
No, because they need to be fertilized.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess asexually is like mitosis.
What happens is that a Smurfette goes into heat, and then she
Mm.
releases the egg.
The pheromones, yeah.
I'm showing the fans my blind cat.
Oh, what a handsome cat.
Can't see shit. Also,
Loving,
yes,
the
some
porn on the
sexual
walls, too.
diagrams, yeah.
Well, you got to remember how to do it.
Gonna get
I
this
always
YouTube
forget.
Video demonetized. Yeah, I have the instruction booklets by the bed when I bring somebody home.
Well, no, what
and
I do is
they come back from the bathroom and I'm like consulting them. I'm like,
Well,
yes.
I have a pull down diagram to consult in the middle, like during coitus.
I have an overhead projector like they used to wheel out in class. I'm putting up little like translucent slides.
The ceiling of my bedroom is a smart board so that I can like check real
Okay,
quick.
good. Hey, baby, I'm gonna whip out my PP, and by that I mean PowerPoint presentation.
Look at this handsome boy.
Look at that handsome. Blind as a bat.
Oh, what a gorgeous mug.
What a looker.
I would
Wonder what
feel
he
bad
thinks
that
is
I'm
going
putting. Yeah, I feel bad putting it so close to his face, like this blinding light. But then I'm like, but he's already
He can't
blind.
see that shit.
Oh, he got those silvery eyes.
That don't mean fucking nothing to Huey.
I like that. That's a good joke.
What did that caterpillar say?
Oh, I don't know. I just like the idea of a caterpillar.
Oh, okay. You weren't laughing at his dialogue. You just thought it was fun.
No, just the concept.
Back. Sure.
I'd love to get a massage from a caterpillar. That sounds like a good time.
Absolutely. Especially one that's like surly like that.
Yeah. Feed him the cucumbers on my eyes.
We love when a masseuse is mean to us, don't we, folks?
Mm-hmm.
Are they wearing like face masks?
Yes, they're at a
like,
spa.
But like only on the bottom half of their face?
I don't think they have room to go over the eyes because then it overlaps with
then it's
their
in the hat.
Hat, yeah.
And you can't imagine like the inside brim of a Smurf hat. Disgusting.
Ugh.
Do they ever take those fuckers off? Smurfs have male pattern baldness, and that's why they don't take the hat off.
And they will not commit to shaving it all off.
No. They're holding on to it for dear life, and it's not graceful.
It is an uneven peak.
I demand of the two of you, two of my best friends in the world, if it's ever at a point where I'm holding on to it too long, you need to tell me, and I need to take it with grace.
Yeah.
You need to be like, it's time, buddy. Let go.
Yeah.
Damn, that Smurf has the fucking attitude finger.
I think that's Smurf Storm.
I'm sorry.
So female Smurfs put their title at the end.
Oh, it's like a Japanese naming convention.
Right. So it's Smurf D Willow, Smurf D Blossom.
Yeah.
Storm.
It's Toriyama Akira in Smurf Girl Village.
Correct.
Do you think there's like otaku Smurfs for one, another's culture?
Smurf weebs.
Yeah. They're in like little battle shoes. Did you see that?
Yeah,
they're in like little shoes covered in spikes. They're in battle shoes. What's gonna happen?
Kill the rabbit.
We were all quiet, waiting with anticipation as to what was about to happen. We were just enraptured by Smurfs: The Lost Village. I looked away for 2 seconds. I don't even know where Kat went. Kat bailed. Kat remembered they have to go vote. Oh shit! I knew I forgot something. Smurf Blossom.
Do not approach the Papa thing. Maintain a perimeter around the Papa thing.
Stay away from that nasty man.
Don't let him whip out that Papa thing.
Ugh. I like it when you call me Smurf Papa. Put your hands in the air if you think you're a player. Smurf Papa. Or is that Mandy Patinkin? It's probably both Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah.
Papa Smurf was probably giving us that early narration. Papa Smurf is really in the Galadriel role in this fantasy adventure. Things that were, things that Smurf, and some things that have not yet come to Smurf.
Ooh, I think Papa's getting ready to lay his eggs.
Papa's got a brand new bag. No! The authority figures have been neutralized. Now it's up to the young heroes.
Man, the longer this is going, the more right you are that this should have just been Bill Hader.
Right? No offense to Rainn Wilson. Well, some offense.
You don't got the juice.
It's not giving it. I'm sorry. my god, Gargamel's too powerful. Gargamel's like a fucking Souls boss to these Smurfs.
Mm-hmm.
This is like fighting Magritte. Oh. Damn, he cracked those balls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Crack them wide open.
That's powerful, that AoE attack.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's all up to Smurfette. And her character journey is that no one believes in her? Because she is girl?
I guess she's alone?
Yeah.
There's no one like her. She's never belonged.
I bet if I were paying attention, there would be something there. But unfortunately...
No, what it is she's never felt like she's belonged in Smurf Village because she's the only girl. And she was made to destroy Smurf Village.
Yeah, she would go Smurf anywhere to find where she belongs. Damn, she was on a character journey to find where she truly belongs, and when she got there, she realized that where she belonged was like, you know, in her heart or whatever.
Yeah, and she's not a real Smurf, so it wouldn't work.
She's not?
She's she's technically a golem. She's like made of Play-Doh.
they put little scrolls in her mouth to get her to do stuff.
It just says Smurf, 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 Smurf.
I did not, boy. It's just not paying attention to this feature film. Totally missed that she was a Gola.
It always happens when we do a commentary.
Missing important. This is just like Ghosts of Girlfriends Past all over again.
But without the technical difficulties to justify why it didn't make sense.
That's some. Oh, the iPhone is
the phone.
This living iPhone. What if your iPhone was a little guy that walked around?
I would actually like that.
Black Mirror season 7.
What if your phone was your friend?
What if your phone could kill you?
What if you could kiss your phone and your phone kissed you back?
What if Twitter was a girl? Black Mirror.
What if your phone was gay for you? How'd you feel about that?
What if you were a Tamagotchi? Black Mirror. Black Mirror, would you fuck Reddit? If Reddit was a guy, would you fuck him?
How would you feel if you were an amiibo? Black Mirror.
What if your uncle was Wikipedia? Like, I wonder, what would that be like?
I'm curious.
I gotta tune in. I gotta see. Damn, she got like an airbrushed T-shirt of her and all her friends.
Yeah, she got it
a
at the Coney Island
painting.
boardwalk. Yeah, she got one of those like engraved crystals of a photo.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a dang leaf. Oh, so it's also like the snails from One Piece.
It can also record and sound like the devil.
It's a Kenku. Can copy any phrase that it's heard.
And like, we don't know where that ink's coming from.
Don't care to know.
Don't need to know.
Don't need to know. Don't want to know. Do you think that like there are kids that like this movie, or did when it came out? There's French children who are just like watching this like every day.
Of course there are children dousing their putting out their cigarettes in their glasses of wine to enjoy this movie.
Pierre and Cosette fucking have this thing spinning up on the reg. They're sharing like a big baguette. Yeah.
Petite Pierre. Well, yeah, because in France you don't get popcorn, you get a little baguette in a little paper bag at the movies.
You get a hunk of cheese, and you just kind of like rip off from both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am sure the petite Noëls the petite mademoiselles. I'm sure they enjoyed this movie as much as French children are allowed to enjoy anything.
It was trite and contrived, but what can I say? It was effective.
I feel like France isn't that populated for it to have made this much money.
Yeah.
Do we think it's a bigger country of children that were interested? Like India, maybe?
The Indian subcontinent loves the Smurfs.
They love it because it reminds them of Kali.
Yeah, the Shiba is blue, and so of course also are the Smurfs.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm loading up the numbers. I'm seeing if they have specific international breakdowns. Give me a sec. Taking so long to load. It's just so many box office returns that have to be loaded.
Streaming this movie is just so exhausting on your computer.
Yeah, just absolutely fucking and recording and yeah. No, it doesn't seem to have a country by country breakdown. Oh no, I'm sorry, it does. Hold on. I'm reviewing the numbers. I'm crunching them.
Thank you.
So by far the biggest international return, $11 million came from China.
That was going to be my guess.
Why not? They got a lot of kids there.
$2 million from Brazil, $1 million Argentina. Almost $2 million from France.
Okay.
1.3 from Germany. 1.4 from Mexico. So actually, they're kind of big in the Latin community.
Yeah.
2 million from Spain.
I know,
it's Smurfs and Dragon Ball that are just fucking huge in
that and Hanna-Barbera. Because Brazil is where the Top Cat movie came from.
Of course. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at opening weekend numbers. I apologize deeply. Revised. So I actually have the top
full
10.
Okay.
This is not including America anywhere. It did make the most money in America. No international market outsold America on this film. $4 million worth of Russians saw this movie. $5 million worth of Australians. $5 million worth of Mexicans. $5 million worth of Polish. 6.6 from Brazil. 7.4 from the UK. Goal blimey. 7.6 from Spain, 9.8 from Germany, 11.5 from en français, and a honkin' 25 mil from the Democratic Republic of China.
You heard it here, folks.
I've been looking at the numbers for 10 minutes. What's going on in this film?
Oh, the movie's over, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
The movie's ending.
Saiyan, it appears. Gargamel's dropping a spirit bomb on Smurfette.
He turned into Jafar for 60 seconds, and now the movie's over.
Would that we all could have turned into
they're
Jafar.
doing that. They're doing that like.
Justin, I hate to break it to you. There's 16 minutes left.
How? That better all be credits.
Probably is.
19 minutes of credits.
They're doing that like Harry Potter thing when like Voldemort and Harry like made.
They both went after the wand.
Yeah, and they were like, psh, yeah.
See, I do love a beam contest. I do like when.
I do like when they have rival beams.
Yeah, but she's sucking out all of his power.
Yeah, she's tanking the beams. Yeah, Smurfette and Bishop from the X-Men have the same power set. Actually, it's about absorbing energy.
Mm-hmm.
Smurfette was also raised in an alternate timeline concentration camp, just like Bishop from the X-Men. See, there are the big dick trees.
Yes.
They exist, but it just wasn't about them. This is just like Astrobot. Wow. Everything worked out.
Yeah.
Now just 15 minutes left to go. I hope they have those fake outtakes like Pixar movies used to have.
Where
they pretended that like Woody was a real guy who made a mistake during a take. I always like those. They don't do them anymore.
Budget cuts.
Yeah, those are funny.
They were funny when it was like Mike Wazowski would like fall into the toilet in a take, and like Billy Crystal had to like do that in an audio booth.
No, it was really funny when Mater would come up late to set.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, he was always like,
and he's like he's in like the Hangover like sunglasses. Yeah, he's got his little coffee.
Yeah. Oh, we had the same vision for what Mater was rolling up like, Justin. That's why we're bound in creative collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for, old man?
He's trying to figure out how to make the movie not happen anymore.
How to reanimate the dead or whatever. He looks very panicked.
I guess how to bring Smurfette back to life because
she's fucking dead.
She's back to Play-Doh.
Oh, she's reverted to clay.
They were gonna recreate the Pieta with her Play-Doh body.
Bring him home. Damn, Smurfette fucking died in this movie. This is just like in Space Jam: A New Legacy when Bugs Bunny fucking dies.
She died for our sins, like Peanut the squirrel.
Robert Kennedy so far has 4,535 votes.
Yes!
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Robert F. Kennedy would kill a Smurf on site and tell an amusing anecdote about it 30 years later.
They're full of a lot of amino acids.
Smurf Village and
Robert Kennedy is just a real Gargamel.
Yeah, he's got big Gargamel energy. It's just like he tried running for president and he had all these excuses why it didn't work. And I'm like, I'm sorry. No one who sounds like that can be president. I hate to be the guy to break it to you, but the president can't sound like a monster.
It unfortunately, his vocal condition makes him sound like a man piloted by a brainworm. Like he just sounds like a human mech.
He definitely has one of those little like Men in Black guys in his head. You remember that guy?
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, he's full of the like shrimp or whatever those like nasty yellow guys.
He's full of the worms who love coffee. Yeah. They were always getting up to nasty shit. Yeah, those worms from Men in Black definitely would have like killed a bear and dumped it in Central Park in a little diorama.
Like they'd figure out how to hit a dolphin with a car. Like they'd make it happen.
So I was gonna cook the dolphin later because it's really good the next day.
No, he is just Vincent D'Onofrio from Men in Black.
I want sugar and water. Not sugar. It's bad for you. Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm went home to that voice every day of her life.
Oh, what a lucky woman.
Imagine that voice being like, "Do you like that, baby?" Remember when it came out that he had like an affair with a journalist or whatever?
Look, some people really like it when they're hooking up with what sounds like if a radio could die. Like not break.
A man who looks and sounds like when the air conditioner killed itself in the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh yeah, the power of magic brought her back.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. This is just like when Bugs Bunny sacrificed himself for LeBron James, but then came back at the end of the movie anyway.
Or like when everyone cried and brought Ash Ketchum back to life.
Brother, my brother. Pikachu. What's a Smurfette? She's a real piece of ace, he says. She's a real dime.
Oh no! The cat ended Cat's call.
Oh yeah, well it was already not recording. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Oh, but Kat is also out of the
yes, out of Skype.
Oh. Well, Kat, has sent us a message.
That's a wrap on Kat, folks.
The blind Kat ended the call, but Kat says, "I hope everybody voted Trump." And RFK, you're being too mean to RFK. They said,
"Yeah,
wow."
They said, "Better vote red or be dead."
Yeah. God, there's 9 minutes. I mean, this is going to be a lot of credits, Justin. We're going to watch every single one of them.
We're going to get a list of everybody to blame.
I'm so glad I didn't have to watch this movie. You know what I mean? I'm so glad we got through the Smurfs the Lost Village episode without me having to really know what was going on here.
Yeah, no, Kevin, you have seen all of 10 minutes of Smurfs the Lost Village.
I've been looking at Rule 34 over here.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of Smurf, I'll tell you that much. Who's this Hayseed Smurf?
That's Farmer Smurf.
Oh, of course.
He was in the... Am I the only one who actually watched the movie?
Yes. Kat was building a chair. I was just twiddling my pud. I was piddling my pud.
Yeah.
And Justin was like, "Oh, the dense artistry of Smurfs the Lost Village."
Oh, yes. This movie is every frame of painting in Smurf the Lost Village.
Yes. You should start your YouTube channel, Lights Camera Justin.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of Smurfs the Lost Village.
Smurfs the Lost Village. Remember all the classic memories.
All our favorites.
Men and women Smurf, getting along.
Inner Smurf, there's Smurfette.
Oh, it's Demi Lovato.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Get ready to see all these people desperate for insurance this year.
Joe Manganiello.
Jack McBrayer.
Well, these voiceover jobs are not union often. Danny Pudi. Michelle Rodriguez. Ellie Kemper. I don't know who that is. I can't blame. That's just a check, you know. Jake Johnson. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Megan Trainor.
Yeah, obviously. Of course. I bet she's fucking singing right now.
There's Mandy. There's Randy Mandy. And Mother.
Mother, yes, Queen Slay. Oh, Raja Gosnell, who did the live-action Scooby-Doo movies. He's partially to blame for this.
Oh.
By executive producing it. What are you doing after this, J-Man? You're calling your sibs?
I'm talking to my family.
Wow.
Because we've been trying to do monthly sibling calls, and we just could not make October work.
Yeah, that happened. You know, October can get pretty busy. Yeah. Also very scary. You want to make sure you're barricading your door.
And both of my siblings' birthdays are in that month, so that's just already...
so they're busy.
Exactly. Already throws everything askew.
Wow. View askew.
I know.
They found
what do you got going on after this?
I think I'm going to go on a big, long run. You know, because the original plan for this episode was we were going to be doing it later in the evening. At least I thought so. And I forgot to call out Kat on this. But earlier today, Kat was like, okay, I think we're going to start after I leave this party I'm going to when the polls close. And I'm like, you mean 11:30 p.m.
Jeff Dunham's in
my
this?
Time? As Farmer Smurf, of course.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay is in this.
Titus Burgess, Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
Of course, Eric Bauza's in this.
Well, yeah, Eric Bauza is collect that check. I think Frank Welker was here too.
Yeah.
That's just a working voiceover actor, taking a job. But anyway, this is a Kat Scott call out post for wanting to plan this episode for 11:30 p.m. my time and not telling me until day of. Not making that part of what we're doing, as if I could just be like, oh yeah, 11:30, let's roll.
11:30 at night?
Yes.
Oh, now if you want to do that as a bit of late night potting, sure.
But I do have to know before day of,
Yeah,
that has to be part of the pitch. Just worth noting.
That's tough. That's tough to make work.
5 minutes of.
We got this.
Pretos.
5 minutes left. So let's stretch.
Oh,
stretches
Oh, but they
out.
added a nice little Gargamel cameo. Post-credit scene where he meets Thanos.
Yeah. He meets Jafar. He meets Snidely Whiplash.
Ooh. He meets Prue.
Yeah, he meets basically everyone who kind of looks like this guy.
He meets Dick Dastardly.
Yes.
He does not meet Muttley.
No. Muttley. Well, no, Muttley's dead. Muttley is in hell.
Why would that happen to Muttley?
Remember in Scoob when he got trapped in the underworld?
Oh yeah. Oh right. At the end of Scoob, when Shaggy from Scooby-Doo went to
hell. Yeah.
Went to the Greek underworld when he died.
Right, because he's descended from Alexander the Great. And Scooby is descended from Alexander the Great's dog.
God, I had forgotten about this. I had forgotten about that scene where when we were talking about like Bugs Bunny dying, I just totally forgot that like Shaggy fucking died in one of these movies.
It's always funny when a cartoon character dies in the movie.
Dies for real.
They should have ended Toy Story 3 with everyone dying. Total party kill.
Yeah, TPK.
It just ends with a solid, refined metal like cube coming out of a chute.
A plastic sheen. just a little melted ass Woody.
Yeah.
Give me going into the KB Toys. Give me your meltiest Woody. Give me just the nastiest Buzz Lightyear you got.
Hey, listen, put some drinks in me, get me hot under the collar, and it's a very melty Woody.
Oh boy.
like a dolly clock.
Oh
jeez. You can drape it over a like laundry rack.
When you haven't been laid in a while and you're like getting ready to have sex with somebody and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna warn you, this will not be a long experience.
Yeah. No,
once we like get into doing this regularly, like it's gonna be fine. But
right, but look,
it's been a while, so this is don't
here,
put a pot of
be here for a good time, not a long time.
Not a long time, exactly. I'm just saying, like, don't bother turning off the TV. You'll be back.
Yeah, listen, just leave the car running outside. You won't burn much gas.
No.
Yeah, just let the meter run. You won't be spending much.
Let the Uber idle. It does not matter at all.
Exactly.
Smurfs theme, La La song,
written by the Barbera and Hannah Boys.
Oh, okay. It was a cover of David Bowie's Heroes. Just putting that question to bed.
Mm-hmm.
You will always find me in your heart.
And I'm a Lady by Meghan Trainor.
Meghan Trainor.
That's how they got the rights to the movie. She really wanted to act in this.
In memory of Janine 9 Culliford.
Wife of Peo. And who
chose their beautiful blue?
Yeah.
It was Janine's? Wow. Thank you, Janine.
Thank you.
Where would we be without you?
Glorieux.
Imagine if the Smurfs were flesh colored.
Yeah. Ooh, imagine like Smurfs having the like Sphinx cat color.
Ooh, yeah, she saved the Smurfs. We wouldn't fucking know or care about these dudes at all.
This is a work of fiction. These three apple eye.
This is not based on real Smurfs.
No Smurfs were harmed in the making of this picture. Be moved.
I was moved. Thank you, Sony Pictures Corporation. I was moved. There's my wife. Hello, wife.
Feel something.
Hello, honey. Columbia Pictures logo. Yeah. Oh, after this, I don't remember if I answered this question. I'm going to go on a big, long run. I was up to 9 miles in the spring. I think I'm going to try and get up to like that again, maybe 10. Who knows? Just like run the night away, I think is my plan.
You got to run away from this movie.
Exactly.
You have to run, not walk away from this picture.
Comparable to this film, I would rather look at live election coverage, I think. I would rather have up-to-the-minute updates. I would rather just be getting constant New York Times email push notifications. That's what I want. Wow. Well, Justin, thank you for joining us.
It's always a pleasure.
Kat thanks you as well.
Yes.
They're not here, but in spirit when they died.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And you know what? I will leave flowers at Kat's grave as thanks.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing that.
Of course.
You're that blonde lady on TikTok who like destroys tombstones by dumping a bunch of leaves on them.
Right. Using
I'm cleaning this gravestone.
Using like caustic industrial cleaners on these fragile limestone and granite.
These porous stones are just blasting them down with like a hose
with
of
a
like
power washer.
Hospital cleaner, like the stuff they just absolutely blast down in a surgery room.
Look, if you're gonna desiccate graves, you might as well make a hustle out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And like when they come out looking like so white, and you're like, okay, you painted this, or this is a lot of like it was never this white.
No, she bleaches it.
Yeah, obvious. Right, exactly.
It's like when someone over bleaches their teeth, and they stop looking like healthy, and they just look fragile.
Yeah, absolutely. When you see like a nasty pair of veneers and you're like,
ooh,
I know those are fake. I know you have little nubby teeth under that now.
Right. It's when someone looks like they have a mouthful of SD cards.
Yes, just perfectly. And I'm like, that's not natural. My brain is honed to not trust that.
Right. They're two okay, veneer engineers, listen up.
Engineers,
Imagineers. They're not all even. They have they actually are shaped kind of different.
Yeah.
They have different lengths.
Call me crazy. I like the quirkiness of like a natural smile.
I agree.
I like the humanization of like a natural smile. And I feel the same way about like a ton of lip filler or the buccal fat removal. I'm like, it's okay to just have like a person's face.
Well,
when an actor gets a nose job, I think they should go to jail.
Oh, listen, as a man of the Semitic persuasion, I heartily agree.
Love a strong nose.
I'm tired of people getting nose jobs that just gives them little like pig noses, where it's just high and small.
Yeah, I don't care for that at all. Bad. I love like just a real rendered out schnoz. You know what I mean?
I want a schnoz with dimension.
I love a schnoz that's like taking up space.
I want a schnoz I can clip through.
I love a schnoz where it's like a little difficult to kiss sometimes because you're like moving around that thing.
Yeah, listen, I want to have to do a K park to get around that nose.
And because it's video, that the audience gets to see that bit that I did. But anyway, Justin, thank you again for joining. Thanks our listeners for our emergency Smurfs: The Lost Village election episode. And I will just say, whatever happens, we're recording this on election night. I think it'll probably be a few days before we know who is actually president, but we'll probably know by the time this episode is uploaded.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, I'm not thrilled. I do know I believe that one is better than the other. But I don't love even the best case scenario of this election, but no matter what happens, we survived before, and community is what you can build. You can't do much in this world. It's very easy to feel powerless.
Yes.
But you can affect the people around you. You can do good work in your community with the people that are important to you. And sometimes that's all you can do. But we will survive. We will thrive, in fact.
Yeah.
Just keep going. It's gonna be, I'm not gonna say okay, but you're gonna be alive tomorrow.
Yes, you'll be alive tomorrow. Your grandparents, except for extremely niche circumstances, objectively went through a lot worse.
Yes.
You will be fine. You are way more resilient than you give yourself credit for.
Yes.
Human beings are comically resilient. We can put up with so much and come out the other side better. It's gonna take a lot to get really bad, which means we'll probably get through it okay.
I think so, because there will always be resistance, not the hashtag resistance, but like we are putting up resistance to all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all terrible. And it's not that I don't think it's important. It's very easy to, just like look at any bit of news in the last for however many fucking years.
No. You'll feel better if you literally just stop. Oh, no, I don't say stop watching the news altogether, but
I'm not watching the news,
right? But get offline. Get offline. That's really what you need to do.
It's not about putting your head in the sand. It's just that making yourself intentionally miserable constantly, is not healthy.
That's literally what they want you to do.
Or they want you to exhaust yourself. They want you to wear yourself out. And it's all very intentional. It's all very on purpose. It's hard to vote on purpose. It's complicated and on a Tuesday that is not a holiday on purpose. But
Twitter's meant to make you feel bad. Yes. Instagram is meant to make you feel bad. TikTok is meant to make you feel bad.
Exactly.
Just do what you need to do to make yourself feel good in a healthy way.
Play a video game. It's okay.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
We'll be fine because we have each other. As the New York Liberty say, we're all we got. We're all we need. And I find that that's been a very profound thing to me recently. So as long as we have each other, we'll figure it out in the end. And the Smurfs
vote blue,
would say
no matter who.
Yeah, vote Smurf blue, no matter who. Down the party line.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting Brainy Smurf, Hefty Smurf. It's an all write-in ballot.
Yeah, Smurf Willow. I wrote in Smurf Willow. I want her to be the first female president.
Yes.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Julia, for the weird election video that you voiced over that I got a lot of enjoyment out of. I love it. And I love my friends. And I love doing silly little shows on election night.
Yeah.
And Justin, I will see you soon for Hundreds of Beavers.
Looking forward to it.
As far as what's coming next on Run the Julias, I don't know. I think the Woody Allen episode is being delayed because I'm dumping a bunch of money on a little film production coming up. So I'll figure it out. There will be another episode.
You'll figure it out in post.
Yeah, exactly. Post. Several days or weeks from now.
Yeah.
God bless America.
Land that I smurf. Stand be smurfer and smurfer.
Through the smurf,
with the smurf of a smurf.
Cut.
How could this happen to me?
Good morning, bunny monsters. Results are in. Trump won. Yeah. I didn't get to finish Smurfs The Lost Village from 2017 before my blind cat logged me out and kicked me off of the podcast. Maybe doing for me what I couldn't do for myself. Unsure. Felt spiritual. He said, you're good. You need to go now. So I was watching the end sequence and I thought it was interesting artistically that the soundscape and the sound designscape that they incorporated into the dance number at the end, some some like fully like shuffle work and some sounds of the feet tapping, and there was a lot of like atmospheric sound choices that they could have just overlaid a song and lip syncing, but instead they really just kind of added to the atmosphere and the sound atmosphere into the final moments of Smurfs The Lost Village. As someone who didn't get to hear any of it while I was assembling the chair, but I got to listen to TV's Kevin Lanigan and Justin really like go into the process of this film. I felt like that was a unique way to kind of just like jump in to see this last bit, hear, say, wow, okay, maybe Smurfs The Lost Village has like a rich sound texture that I was missing, and that kind of, it just got me thinking, and then I looked at the IMDb page and I saw all of the beautiful cast of this film, and it was like, wow, I didn't get to hear their voices, like I really just missed that. So I just want to be accountable that, you know, I was responding to the visuals of Smurf The Lost Village, but I know that there was a much richer, deeper soundscape there that I wasn't speaking to. I hope regardless you enjoyed me assembling my chair. Also just like wondering for like listeners and now viewers, if you think I should like detransition. Happy Election Day.
Lies, you're telling me that you'll be true. Lies, that's all I ever hear from you. Tears, I shed a million tears for you. Tears, and now you're loving someone new. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, you're breaking my heart.
Tastes like you, but sweeter.
Please tell your friends about this show.
That was quite a show, very entertaining.
I want to live!
This has been a Talkback Podcast.